my name's Annie and I'm going to be taking you through a lovely Vinyasa Flow. We're going to start today's class by lying on our backs with our legs wide, our hands by our side. So making sure that your legs are mat distance apart, palms are up, rolling your shoulders under. And just start to arrive here onto your mat. Just let all your body start to relax. Scanning the body. How do you feel? How does your body feel? Thinking about your feet and your legs, your hips. Taking your attention to your stomach. A place where we store loads of emotion. How does that feel right now? Taking your attention up to your chest and your shoulders. Scanning your arms, scanning your face, moving the awareness up and down the body. And then from there, bringing your awareness to your breath. And just bring one hand onto your stomach and one hand onto your chest. And just start to breathe in and out through the nose. And notice where the breath is. Notice how the breath feels. Are you breathing more into your stomach? Are you breathing more into your chest? And starting to bring some more awareness into the breath now. Taking a deep exhale through the nose. And inhale deeply, filling the stomach, filling the lungs, filling the chest. And exhaling, letting all that stale air out of the body. Doing this to a count now. So inhaling for 1, 2, 3. And exhale for 1, 2, 3. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3. And exhaling 1, 2, 3. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3. And exhaling for 1, 2, 3. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3. And exhaling for 1, 2, 3. Continuing now with your own count and your own breath. Deeply inhaling and exhaling. Making sure that when we inhale, we're really breathing into the stomach and filling the lungs to their full capacity. And when you're exhaling, letting all of the stale air come out of the body. Really counting now to that breath, controlling the inhales and exhales as they wave in and out through the body. You may want to engage Ujjayi breath here. Small oceanic breath, the rasping noise at the back of your throat. And then releasing your hands by your side and letting your breath return back to normal. Maybe noticing now if there's any changes in the body, any changes to the breath, and how your body's doing. From there, just bring some movements to your fingers and your toes. Take your hands over your head and give yourself a really big stretch. Inhale, and then sigh it out through the mouth. Relaxing the body onto the mat. One more time. Inhale, stretch through the fingers, stretch through the toes. And then sigh it out and let it go. distance apart. Inhale, draw the right knee in towards the chest. Interlace the fingers around the shin. Inhale. And exhale, draw the knee towards the armpit, wind releasing pose. There's an option here to bend that left leg if that feels more comfortable in your body, or to straighten it out. Do whichever option feels better for you. Inhale. And exhale, draw it a little bit closer. From there, inhale. And then exhale, start to lengthen that right leg out towards the mat so it's straight, hovering above the mat. Exhale, drawing the knee in towards the chest. Inhale. And exhale, lengthen that leg out, hovering above the mat. And inhale, draw it back in. Exhale, lengthen up the leg. And inhale to draw it back in. Continuing to move the leg now with your inhales and exhales. Inhaling to draw the knee in. And exhale to lengthen it out. Using the core here, engaging the core and moving the leg. Breath to movement. Inhale, draw the knee in. Interlace the fingers around the leg one last time and just draw the knee a little bit closer. From there, taking the hands and interlace them underneath the thigh and just lift that right leg up towards the sky at a 90-degree angle and just pausing here. Again, there is that option to bend into the left leg if that is more comfortable in your body. Listening to your body. Inhale to lengthen. And just exhale, draw it a little bit closer, but we're not going into the full stretch, we're still warming up the body. And then from there, if your left leg is out straight, bend into the leg and bring the sole of the foot onto the ground. Taking the right ankle across onto that left leg and let the right knee go out to the side. From there, threading the hands between the legs and interlacing them around the left knee into our pigeon pose, a reclined pigeon. From there, there's a couple of options. Either we can lengthen out that left leg so it goes towards the ceiling, or we can take the hands around the shin, whatever feels good for you. Wherever you are, start to rotate that left ankle one direction, and then in the other direction, getting all those cracks and creaks out, just taking some circles. Inhale. And then exhale, release the left sole of the foot to the ground. Release the right sole of the foot and just lengthen out both the legs for a moment. Feeling into the legs, seeing if there's any difference. Taking a deep inhale, draw the left knee towards the chest this time. Interlace the fingers around the shin. Again, there is that option to bend the right knee so the sole of the foot is on the ground if that feels more comfortable in your body. We're inhaling. And exhale, draw the knee a little bit closer towards the armpit. Inhale. And exhale, drawing the knee towards the armpit. One more time. Inhale. And exhaling, bringing the knee closer. From there, inhale. And then exhale, start to lengthen out that left leg towards the mat, hovering it above the mat. Inhale, bringing the knee towards the chest. And exhaling to lengthen, keeping the hips on the ground. Inhale, drawing the knee in. And exhale to lengthen it out. Inhale to draw it in. Exhale, lengthen. Now using your own breath to movement. Inhaling and exhaling, moving that leg up and down, engaging the core here. Keeping the hips onto the ground. Waking up the hips. Waking up the core. And then the next time that the knee is drawn in towards the chest, just interlace those fingers again around the shin. Inhale. And exhale, draw the knee a little bit closer towards the armpit. From there, take the hands onto the thigh and interlace them. And then lift that left leg up towards the sky, the sole of the foot towards the ceiling. Again, the option's there to bend that right leg if that feels more comfortable on your back and into your body. Really listening to your body here. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale, just draw it a little bit closer, but we're not going into the full expression. It's a slight stretch, still warming up the body. Bend into the right knee, and take the sole of the foot onto the ground. And take the left ankle across onto the right knee, interlacing the fingers through the hole, and threading them through and taking hold of the right thigh. Again, take which option you did on the other side, either lengthening out that right leg, or taking the hands around the right shin, whatever feels good for your body. And just taking those rotations now into the right ankle, getting out the clicks, inhaling one way, and exhaling the other. Whatever feels good. Inhale, and exhale, taking the right sole of the foot onto the ground, and the left sole of the foot onto the ground. From there, bringing the hands out to a T position, and just move the feet so that they become mat distance apart. From there, inhale and let the right knee start to fall towards the right. The left knee will naturally follow in a windscreen wiper direction. The head can come over the left arm. And then bring the left knee all the way up and let the right knee follow, slightly delayed as the left knee falls to the ground and the head turns towards the right. Inhale, bringing the right knee all the way up, letting it fall down to the right hand side. The left will follow, your gaze over to the left. And then again, bringing the left knee all the way up, the right knee will follow. So continuing now with your own breath, inhaling, bring the knees up, and exhaling, letting them fall. Moving with the breath, moving the knees, waking up the spine. And then the next time you fall to the right hand side, just pause there in your supine twist. Your gaze is over the left, twisting out the body. Inhale, and then exhale, letting the left leg come all the way up. The right will follow as we go over to the left hand side, and just pause there for a moment. Breathing deeply. And then bringing the knees all the way back up to center. Moving the feet so they're hip distance apart. Lifting the legs up, bringing your hands underneath the thighs and starting to make some rock and roll movements up and down the spine. Really massaging out the spine. Inhale and exhale. The next time you come up, come all the way up to seated. From here, bringing the right hand down onto the mat so the fingertips reach the mat. Your left hand comes over your ear. Inhale. And exhale, drawing the ear down towards the shoulder, stretching out the neck. Inhale, and exhale, draw it down. Inhale, and exhale. From there, start to tiptoe the fingers around so you find the corner of your skull, and take your gaze underneath your right armpit. Inhale, and exhale, stretching into the trapezius muscles. Inhaling and exhale, releasing the head, bringing the left fingertips onto the ground, reaching the right hand all the way up so it comes onto the opposite ear. Inhale and exhale, draw the right ear down to the right shoulder. Inhaling and exhale, draw it down. Using your breath to stretch into the neck, place where we hide quite a lot of tension. And then from there, start to tiptoe the fingers around to find the corner of your skull and take your gaze underneath your armpit. Inhaling and exhaling, stretching out the trapezius muscles. Inhale and exhale, releasing the arm all the way down. From there, bringing your hands onto your shoulders so your fingertips are facing forward and your thumb is facing back. starting to draw big circles with your elbows. So we inhale, draw the shoulders, the elbows all the way up, and exhale, take it back. Inhale, drawing them up, and exhale down. Inhaling up, exhale round. All the way up, and all the way back. Now reversing in the opposite direction, so taking the elbows back, bring them forward, all the way back, and forward. And then let's just go back one more time. Lovely. Okay, so from there, bringing the elbows at their shoulder height, starting to move just from the waist, from left to right. I'm going to invite you now to bring in a rhythmic breath, which is just a sharp inhale and exhale. So first of all, let's go to the right and then the left, and we move quite quickly. A couple of options with the head here. Either the head can move with the body, or if you get quite dizzy, focus on a spot in front of you and keep the head still. So taking a deep inhale, and then we begin, start to move from left to right, option to move the head, or keep still on a focus point. And we introduce a rhythmic breath. So we go, using a sharp inhale and exhale to move the body. Finishing in 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands down to the knees, palms facing up. Taking a deep inhale and deep exhale. Inhale and exhale. I invite you now just to close your eyes and see how your body is feeling. How does your body feel? Is it starting to wake up? Really breathe into the body. And then from there, blinking the eyes open and bringing your hands to their shoulder height, the palms facing towards the walls. Inhale to raise the palms, and exhale, fold from the wrists. Inhale, raise the palms up, and exhale, fold from the wrists. Inhale to raise, really pushing through the palms, and then take the right palm onto the mat. The left arm comes high, reaching over the head. So we're really gazing up towards the ceiling here, rolling that shoulder back, opening up through the chest. Inhale, reach through the fingertips, and exhale, go down a little bit further. Inhale, and then exhale, bringing the hands back to shoulder height, this time making a fist with the hands, the thumb is inward. And we just start to rotate the wrists one way, and then the other way, and then go back, and then repeat. Lovely, opening up the fist, the palms are facing towards the wall. Inhale, and then exhale, taking the left palm all the way down to the ground, the right comes over the head, reaching high, rotating the shoulder. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale, send that chest towards the ceiling, releasing the shoulders, taking the gaze high. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, go a little bit deeper. Inhaling, and then exhaling, coming all the way up, releasing the arms so the fingertips are on the ground. Inhale, raise the arms up, palms will touch. And exhale, take the right hand across the body onto the left knee. The left hand comes all the way behind onto your fingertips, creating a spine with your arm. Inhale to lengthen through the spine, and exhale, twist, taking your gaze over your back shoulder. Inhale to lengthen, and exhaling to twist. Inhale, and exhale, unravel the body, fingertips onto the mat. Inhale, raise the arms up, palms will touch, and this time taking the left hand across the body onto the right knee, the right hand comes behind you, making a second spine. Inhaling to lengthen, and exhaling, taking your gaze over your back shoulder. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, taking the gaze behind. Inhale, and exhaling, unraveling the body. From there, interlacing the fingers in front of you and just push through the back, arching through the back. Inhale, and then exhale, take the hands all the way up, stretching out. Inhale, take the hands behind you, and exhale, arch through the back, your gaze is high. Inhale, interlace in front of you, pushing through the back. Exhale, reaching all the way up. Inhale, taking the hands behind you, and exhale, exhale, arch to the back, the gaze is high. Inhale to round through the spine. Exhale, reaching all the way up, stretching up. Inhale, in placing behind you. And exhale to arch, gaze goes high. Inhale, round through the back, really using the arms. Exhale, reaching high. Inhale, bringing the hands behind you. And exhale, arching, the gaze is up. One more round. Reaching round into the back. Exhale, taking it up high. Inhale, bringing the hands behind. And exhale, arching all the way up, the gaze is high. From there, taking the palms onto the mat. A couple of options here. Either we can roll over the knees coming into a tabletop, or we can uncross the legs, take the knees to one side, and push our way up. Whichever feels better for you. Meeting me in a tabletop position. Ensuring here your hands are really outstretched, so you're pressing into the pads of your fingertips. Your knees are underneath your hips, and your wrists are underneath your shoulders. You're a strong foundation. Inhale, start to tilt the tailbone, taking the chest, gaze is high. Exhale, arch, tucking the tailbone underneath, taking your gaze inside. Inhale, drawing that chest forward, tilting the tailbone, gaze is up. And exhale, tucking the tailbone, taking the gaze inside. Inhaling, really drawing that chest forward, tilting the tailbone. Exhale, tucking the tailbone, waving through the spine, take the gaze inside. Maybe closing over the eyes here and still moving through your cat and your cow. Inhaling and exhaling, using your breath into your spine, moving through your body. I invite you now to maybe make some different movements if your body feels like it. So you can continue with your cat-cow, or maybe you want to sort of wave through the body a bit more and send your heels back. As you inhale, you wave forward, bending the elbows. And exhale, taking your bum back. You may want to go in a figure of 8 movement. Kind of using the body, using the breath. Just make whatever movement your body needs right now. And then, when you're done, just meet me back in a tabletop position. From there, tucking into the right toes and lengthening out the right leg. Starting to rock backwards and forwards here, just waking that leg up. And then finding stillness. Option to keep that toe tucked, or option to lift the leg so it comes in line with your hip. Inhale. And exhale, taking the weight into your right hand, lifting your left arm in front of you into a Superman position. Inhale, lengthen through the toes, lengthen through the fingers, and exhale, draw the knee and the elbow together. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to draw them together. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, draw them together and hold, 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 and then release the hands and the knee back onto the mat. Other side, so tucking out the left toes and lengthening out the left leg, and just start to rock backwards and forwards into that leg, waking it up. And then finding stillness, again, option to keep the toes onto the ground, or option to lift that leg high, really pressing into the left hand, and draw that right arm up in front of you in our Superman position. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale, draw the knee and elbow together. Inhale, lengthening it out. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, draw it in and hold. So we're holding, hold, inhale, and then release the hand and the knee onto the mat. From there, tucking both of your toes, inhale, and exhale, just hover the knees above the mat, engaging the core, breathing deeply. We're holding here, doing really well. Inhale, and then exhale, press into the palms of the hand and start to send the hips high, bent the knee, downward dog. So you may need to shuffle your hands forward a little bit, just depending on your body. I know I'm quite long, so I have to have quite a wide one. So for me, I always keep my knees bent in downward facing dog just because that's how my body's built. It makes more sense, but really move into the body here, really see how you feel. The important thing about our downward dog is that our back is straight. We're really pressing into the hands, we're rotating the shoulders here. From here, just start to pedal out the feet, bringing movement into our dog. Breathing into this posture. Do whatever movements you need to do here. Maybe move from side to side, going up onto the toes. And then finding stillness for a moment. Really pressing into the hands. Taking your gaze forward in between the hands and start to tiptoe your feet towards the front of the mat. Making sure that your feet are hip distance apart and just let your body fall over your legs. Giving yourself a really generous bend in the knee here so that your stomach comes into connection with your thigh. From there, taking hold of opposite elbow and just start to rock from side to side. Resting out the body. Gonna nod our head yes, shake it no, nod it yes again, ending on a positive. And then from there, releasing the hands down onto the mat. We're going to inhale. And then exhale, start to roll up the spine. One little bit at a time. Shoulders and the head come last as we release to the top of our mat. And just ground through the feet here, bringing the hands by the side. I'm just going to rock our weight forward into our toes. Rock our weight to the right. Rocking it back to our heels. Rocking it to the left. So we're just making really big circles here into all four corners of our feet. And then just start to make those circles a little bit smaller until they circle all the way into the middle. And from there, blinking the eyes open, we're taking our hands to a cactus position here. So you're making sure that the elbows are in line with the shoulders. We inhale, draw the chest forward, gaze is high. And exhale, rounding it round, the palms will touch. Inhale to draw the chest forward. Exhale to round. Inhale to draw it forward, gaze is high. Exhale to round. Inhale to draw it forward, and this time open the arms, bend the knee and start to hinge from the hips and swan dive all the way down to the mat into our forward fold. From there, taking the hands into the shins, start to lengthen out the spine, the gaze is high into our halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold. From there, stepping the right foot back, lowering the knee and coming into a box lunge. So making sure here that the knee is over the ankle. Bringing your hands back into your cactus arm. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale to round. So pressing into the foot, drawing the legs together. Really making a strong foundation as we inhale and exhaling here. Arching and rounding through the spine. And then coming back to your neutral spine, your neutral cactus arms, and bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale to lift the chest, and exhale, take the right elbow across the body, hooking onto the left knee. Using the arm here, using the hands to press into each other, to twist a little bit further. So we inhale to lift, and exhale to twist. Inhale. And then exhale, coming all the way out, taking your hands down to the ground, framing your foot, tucking your back toe and lengthening it out. We're pressing into the hands here, and we're stepping that left leg back into a plank position. Just hold here for a moment, make sure you're pressing up through the palms of the hands, using the body. So it's a full body muscle workout, the high plank. So you're just on your fingertips, you're rocking your weight forward. We're not here, we're not here. We're here, we're strong. From there, rock your weight forward a little bit, lower your knees, tuck the elbows towards the body, and we're lowering down in one straight line, coming all the way down to the mat. From there, inhale, just roll the shoulders back and raise the chest, baby cobra. Test yourself, lift your hands. Are you just using your back strength? Inhale, and exhale, lowering them down, forehead to the mat. Press into the hands, bend the knees, come through tabletop, tuck the toes, raise the hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, press through the hands, and exhale through the mouth. One more inhale. And then let it go. From there, gaze is forward. Lifting the right leg all the way up, flexing the foot. We're bending to that knee. We're trying to get the foot in between the hands, all the way to the front of the mat. If it doesn't quite reach it, just take your hand behind your heel and help it along. From there, lower the left knee, coming all the way back into our box lunge. Bringing your hands to your cactus arms. Inhale, draw the chest forward, gaze is high. Exhale to round it round. Inhale, really pressing into the feet, gaze is up. Exhale to round. Inhale, draw that chest high. Exhale to round. Inhale, coming back to a neutral spine, making sure the elbows are in line with the shoulders. Bringing the hands to your heart center. Inhale, raise the chest, and exhale, take the left elbow across the body. Pressing into the hands, taking that gaze high. So we're really getting into our twist here. So inhale to lengthen, and exhaling to twist. Inhale, and exhale, come all the way through heart center, taking the palms onto the ground, framing that front foot, tucking that back toe, and this time stepping back to the front of your mat. Inhale to halfway lift, hands on the shin, gaze forward, back is flat. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, so hinging from the hips, back is flat, arms come all the way over the head, palms touch. And exhale, bringing the hands back down to the side. Again, bringing the hands to your cactus arms, elbows are in line with the shoulders. Inhale, draw that chest forward, gaze is high. Exhale, rounding it round. Inhaling, drawing it in. Exhale to round. Inhaling. Exhaling. Very nice. Inhaling. This time opening up the arms, hinging from the hips, bending the knees, and swan diving all the way down to the mat. Inhaling to halfway lift, hands on the shins, gaze forward, back is flat. Exhaling to forward fold. This time taking the left foot all the way back, lowering the knee, coming into your box lunge, into your cactus arms straight away. From there, really pressing into the feet, pressing into the knees, using your strength. Inhale, lengthen up through the spine, and exhale, twist from the waist, moving towards the left-hand side. And back to center. And then twist to the right, back to center, twist to the left, back to center, twist to the right, and back to center. From there, framing that front foot, and just start to move the back knee back a little bit, coming into a slightly wider lunge. From there, inhaling, and start to bring your hands onto your knee. If this is too much, you can stay in your box lunge and do exactly the same thing. Just listen into your body, whatever your body needs. So we're starting to stretch into the hips a bit more here. Inhale to lift the chest, and exhale, maybe sink a little bit deeper. From there, taking your hands, so you're framing the front foot. Couple of options here, just depending on your body and your flexibility. So if you have blocks, we're going to use them here. If you don't, I actually tried this with tin cans and it did work, so you can be inventive and find something in your kitchen. Tupperware would also really work. Whatever you've got in the house, as long as they're both kind of similar sizes. So you're in your lunge, bring your block so that it is facing down in this direction. We inhale to come forward, and exhale, take your hands inside the block, lengthen out the leg and come either onto the sole of the foot, or if it's possible, raise onto your heel. And the blocks are high, so we're keeping our back straight. Inhale to come forward, and exhale, move it back. You may not need the blocks, so you can try doing it on your fingertips. Inhale to come forward, exhale back, inhale forward, exhale back. Whatever you need, just making sure here that we're staying safe into our back, so we're not doing too much of this. We're really trying to bring length. And then the next time you come back, just pausing there, onto your fingertips, feeling that really nice stretch, our runner's lunge, stretching into that leg. Inhale, exhale, coming forward, framing that front foot, tucking the back toes. Inhale and exhale, step into your plank. From there, waving the weight forward, lowering the knee, bending into the elbows, coming all the way down in one straight line. Inhale into your baby cobra, lifting that chest. Exhale, take the forehead down, bend into the knees, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, and then let it go. Inhaling, and then let it go. From there, raising the left leg all the way up, take your gaze forward, bend into your knee, and send that foot in between the hands. Lowering the right knee, coming all the way up with your cactus arms. Inhale, lengthen up through the spine, and exhale, twisting round to the right hand side from the waist. Inhale to centre, exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back to centre, exhale to the right. Inhale to centre, exhale to the left. Coming all the way back through centre. Again, placing the hands so they're framing that front foot, and maybe start to walk that back knee into your longer lunge. From there, bringing the hands onto the top thigh, interlacing them, and just feeling that stretch. Again, option to stay into the box lunge if that feels better in your body. Really breathing deeply into the hip flexor here. And then from there, either taking hold of your blocks or bringing your hands onto the ground. We inhale to lift the chest and exhale to draw it back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhaling forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. And just pausing here for a moment into your runner's lunge, finding that stretch, keeping your back long, taking your gaze forward. Inhale and exhale, rocking the weight forward, framing that front foot, tucking the back toe. Inhale and exhale, stepping back to the front of your mat into your halfway lift, hands on your shins, back is flat. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, raise all the way up, palms will touch. And exhale back to your Tadasana. From there, stepping the feet together so the toes touch, but there's a little bit of a gap towards the back heels. Bringing your hands to your heart centre, squeezing your knees together, and start to bend into your knees, sending your hips back into your chair pose. So you're really trying to wave the weight back into the heels here, tucking the tailbone so we're not sticking our bums out. We've got control, but we're not tucking too much either. We're just keeping a neutral pelvis. From there, inhale, raise the chest, and exhale, take the right elbow across the body, hooking onto the left knee. So check in with your knees here, make sure that they've not overshot each other, they're still in line, because that means that your hips are still in line. So we're pressing into the palms here, twisting the body. And from there, start to take your weight into your left foot and lift that right leg and take it all the way back into your high lunge. Well done. Option to stay here, or if you've got a bind in your practice, you can maybe take the arms around the body and reach for the fingertips, coming into your bind. Breathing here. Inhale. Exhale, releasing the bind, all the hands, and coming all the way up into your cactus arms. Inhale, draw the chest forward, gaze is high. Exhale to round. Inhale, draw the chest up. Exhale, round. Inhaling, bringing into your cactus arms. This time, taking your hands onto your waist and start to bring the weight forward into your left foot. From there, the right leg will come all the way up, coming into warrior three. Now, you may need to, if you're like me and you're near a wall, just shuffle back into the middle of your mat a little bit. So coming back into your warrior three position, we inhale, and then exhale, start to bend the knee and draw the knee forward towards the chest. Inhale to take it all the way back, warrior three. And exhale, move the leg forward. Inhale to take it back. Exhale, bring it forward, and this time lengthening out the leg. Inhale, taking it back. Exhale, bring it forward, lengthening out, and this time pausing here. Sometimes it can feel like this is a really hard one to do. but we're really strengthening the hip flexor here. Inhale. And then exhale, release the leg, bending into the knee. From there, taking the left hand across the body onto the outside of the knee and start to twist back, looking over your right shoulder. Option to stay here, option to lengthen out that right arm behind you. Inhale and exhale, release, coming forward. From there, taking the right ankle across the left knee, bringing your hands to your heart center. Inhale and exhale, start to lower all the way down. Option to stay here, or if you'd like to try a little hand balance, option to come all the way down, so hooking the elbows around that front leg and bringing the palms onto the mat and coming onto the toes of the left foot. From there, you're hooking the right toes around the left arm and start to maybe move forward. So your gaze is forward, you're using this right leg as a shelf, pressing into the arms. This might be enough for you, or you might want to try lengthening out that back leg. Inhale and exhale, release wherever you are, coming back into your downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. From there, lower the knees, sending the hips all the way back, and just lengthen out through your child's pose before we do the other side. Okay, from there, pressing into the palms, tucking the toes, sending the hips high into your downward facing dog. Take your gaze forward and either step, hop, or jump yourself back to your starting position. So if we're going for a jump, we're bending the knees, gaze is forward, and we're just jumping back into your halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, all the way back to the top. And exhale to your Tadasana. Inhale deeply, and exhale deeply. Inhale, and exhale. From there, stepping the feet together, toes will touch, a little gap between the backs of the feet. Bringing your hands to your heart center, squeezing your knees together. Inhale and exhale, start to bend from the knees, send your hips down into your chair pose. Lifting the chest, pressing into the hands, and take the left elbow across the body this time, hooking onto the right knee. Pressing into the hands. Inhale, twisting more, checking with the knees, are they in line, are your hips in line? From there, taking the weight into the right foot, really gazing at a point, finding your balance, and start to lift that foot back and step into your lunge. Lovely. From there, option to stay with your hands in prayer, or option to bind the hands around the body. Whatever feels good for you today. Inhale. And exhale, release the bind, coming into your cactus arms. Inhale, draw the chest forward, gaze is high. Exhale to round. Inhale, draw that chest up. Exhale to round. Inhale, chest is high. Exhale to round. And then coming back to your neutral spine, bringing your hands onto your waist. And finding that lift. So again, you may need to just shuffle up your mat a little bit. So we're taking the pressure into the right foot and starting to send the stomach onto the thigh, lifting that back leg into our warrior three. Inhale, and then exhale, start to bend from the knee, bringing the leg towards you. Inhale, taking that leg all the way back, warrior three. And exhale, drawing that knee, small wobbly side, towards the body. Okay, taking that leg all the way back, warrior three. And then next time you come forward, maybe lengthening that leg out. And then taking it back. Ooh. If you wobble, just going straight back into it, lengthening out, holding. We're holding. Hold. Beautiful. From there, bending into that knee, taking the right hand across the body and starting to twist all the way around. Maybe taking that gaze behind you. Option to stay here, option to lengthen out that arm. Gorgeous. Then coming all the way back through centre. From there, try not to let the foot touch the ground, like I did. We're bringing that left leg across the right top of the knee this time. Bringing your hands to your heart centre and start to hinge from the hips, coming all the way down. Again, option to stay here, or option to maybe bring the palms of the hands onto the ground, hooking the toes around the arms, making that shelf. So it's really important here that we're pressing into the hands, making that shelf, taking the gaze forward and lifting that leg. Again, you may want to try lengthening out that back leg. Woo. And then when you're done, meeting you back in a downward facing dog. Inhale, and then sigh it out through the mouth. Again, inhaling, and then sigh it out. From there, lowering your knees, letting your toes touch, sending your bum back, forehead to the ground, into your child's pose. Breathing deeply into this posture, this restorative posture. And from there, walking the hands towards you, bringing the knees together, and just take the feet out to one side, bring it onto your bottom, the sole of your feet onto the mat. You may want to shuffle forward. Just bring your hands underneath your knees, lifting your chest, and start to roll down your spine, one little bit at a time, until you come to lying onto your backs. From there, shuffle the feet in towards each other and just see if you can tickle the backs of your ankles with your fingertips. Again, you may actually need to shuffle down the mat a little bit for this one. So we're starting our bridge flow. So really pressing into the corners of the feet. Your feet and your legs is really important when we do our back bends in this bridge, because it supports the back. From there, pressing into the feet, press into the hands that are by your side. Inhale, start to tuck the tailbone and send the hips all the way up to the sky. And then exhale, start to lower down the spine, keeping the tailbone tucked. It's the last thing to come back to the mat. Inhale to raise the hips up. And exhale to lower. Inhale to raise. And exhale to lower. Pausing here for a moment. We're now going to start to introduce the arms. So we inhale, tuck the tailbone, the arms lift over the head, the hips lift, the arms come all the way up. And exhale, start to lower down through the spine, bringing the hands down by the waist. Inhale, lift the hips, lifting the arms. And exhaling, coming all the way down. One more, inhaling to lift. And exhaling, coming back down to the mat. From there, taking your feet mat distance apart and just let your knees knock towards each other. Resting the back. From there, bringing the feet so they're back to hip distance apart. Just tickle the backs of the ankles with the fingertips. Going to come into full bridge now. So, same principle, pressing into the feet, tucking the tailbone, sending the hips all the way high. From there, rolling the shoulders underneath, interlacing the hands, and start to press into the shoulders, press into the feet, sending the hips high, into our full bridge. Inhale, and then exhale, release the hands, and start to bring the back down onto the body. Taking the feet mat distance apart and just let the knees knock in towards themselves. Just rest in the back for a moment. We're going to do 2 more rounds. You've got a couple of options here. Option 1 is to repeat bridge. Or we can start to do wheel. Now, again, you've got a couple of options here. You can do 2 more wheels, you can do a bridge or a wheel, whatever feels good for you in your body today. I will talk you through wheel now so that you know what to do. If you want to take a bridge, you go ahead and take a bridge. Okay, so from there, bringing the feet so they're hip distance apart, tickling the backs of the ankles with the feet. If you're coming into full wheel, taking your hands next to your shoulders, the fingertips are facing forward. Your fingertips are facing forward. From there, pressing into the feet, tucking the tailbone, sending the hips high up towards the sky. And when you can't go any further, press into the hands and come all the way up into your full wheel. Inhaling and exhaling. Wherever you are, in bridge or wheel, starting to come down, if you're in wheel, taking the chin towards the chest, bending into the elbows, coming onto the shoulders first, unravel down the spine till your hips reach the mat, and just take your feet mat distance apart and let your knees knock towards each other. Constructive rest. Breathing into this. So you've got one more round now. It's totally up to you what you do, whether you want to take a bridge or a wheel. So we're bringing our feet back into hip distance, tickling the backs of the ankles, either just pressing into the palms, ready to interlace them, or taking your hands by your shoulders, fingertips facing forward. We inhale, tuck the tailbone, start to lift the hips high until we can't go any further. And then if you're coming into wheel, we're pressing into the hands. If you're coming into bridge, you're interlacing the hands underneath the body. Breathing into the back bend. Inhale. And exhale, tucking the chin, starting to roll down the spine, coming all the way down onto your mat. Taking your feet wide, your knees knocking in towards each other. Breathing into the rest. From there, walking the feet back into the hip distance apart. And then just start to bring the knees in towards the chest. Take the hands onto the thighs, so behind the thighs, and just start to draw the knees towards the armpits. From there, lift the feet high, keeping that bend of the knee into happy baby. Option to keep the hands on the thighs or reach up towards the ankles or the outer blades of the feet or the shins, wherever feels good in your body today. And just start to rock from side to side here, releasing the back. You may want to lengthen one leg, you may want to lengthen the other. Just have a bit of a play into your happy baby. Releasing that back out. From there, draw the knees towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs. Inhale. And exhale, draw the forehead towards the knee. Starting to make some rotations around on the back. And then the other way. And then from there, lowering the soles of the feet onto the mat. Taking your hands out to a T position, shifting your hips over to the left and letting your knees go over to the right hand side. Take your gaze over your left arm, twisting out the body. Inhaling and exhaling, release. From there, bringing your knees back to center, just plant your feet down, realign your hips. And then from there, shift your hips over to the right hand side and draw your knees over to the left, taking your gaze over your right arm. Inhale and exhaling, sink deeper into the twist. Relaxing the body. Releasing. All the way back. And then from there, just lengthen out the left leg and the right leg towards the mat. mat distance apart, bringing the hands by the side, but there's still a bit of room between the body and the arms. Roll the shoulders under. And you may want to take hold of a blanket here as you take it over your legs as we come into our relaxation. So staying down onto your mat. I'm going to guide you now through your Shavasana. So taking your attention to your feet. And just relax your feet down onto the mat. Letting all the muscles in your feet completely relax. Bring your attention up your legs. All the way up your shins, your knees, your thighs. And just let all of the muscles in your legs melt deeply into the mat. Bringing your awareness to your hips. Let your hips, your glutes totally relax. Bring your awareness to your stomach. A place where we hold loads of emotions, a place of tension. Just completely let all of your stomach muscles and your back muscles just melt deeply into the mat. And then relax the chest. Take your awareness to your shoulders and just let your shoulders totally melt into the mat. Bring your awareness to your right arm. Let your right arm just relax right from the fingertips all the way up the forearms, biceps to the shoulder. Just let it melt deeply into the mat. Take your attention to your other arm, do exactly the same. Do exactly the same. Scan right from the fingertips all the way up the forearm, right to the bicep, to the shoulder. Just let the arm melt totally into the mat. Relax the throat. Let that jaw completely relax. Let all the muscles in your face completely relax. Let your head feel heavy as your whole body melts into the mat, completely relaxed. From there, starting to bring awareness back into your body. Taking some really deep inhales, really long exhales. Start to bring some movements to your fingers and your toes. Rolling your head from side to side, and whenever you're ready, taking your hands over your head and giving your body a really big stretch. Whenever you're ready, rolling over to whichever side feels to rub your hands together as fast as you can, creating as much heat as possible. And then open your hands like a book in front of your face. Blink your eyes open and bring your hands back to your heart center. Thank you all so much for joining me in this